to the Black Soil Podcast. I've been gone for a while, but now I'm back with my brother. Got my brother Mike here with me, aka Black Thought.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Glad to be on the show. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming, bro. Appreciate you coming. Today, man, we gonna get into it, man. You're a legend.
Okay.
A legend.
Well, I don't know about a legend, but you know.
You're a legend to some of us, man.
Oh,
You're
really?
definitely a role model. Definitely a role model, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So, man, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where you grew up at? Where you come from?
I grew up in Northeast DC, man, Lincoln Heights. Born and raised over there. A whole family from DC. Let's see, what else can I tell you about me? Just, had one of them, like, rough childhoods, man, growing up, trying to just get to know who I am.
Yeah.
And following the streets. So, it's a good thing to be able to look back on that and see who you are now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely 360, man.
No
Definitely
doubt.
360. So what about your childhood, man? I know your mom personally. Your mom is a beautiful woman, a beautiful soul. I know she raised you right, but sometimes we do go astray.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? We become product of our environment sometimes. What you say?
Well, my childhood, man. My childhood was a childhood. Don't get it wrong. I had fun growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about the kids these days, but when I was growing up, bro, we had fun,
kids.
yo.
I'm talking about the tablet kids.
Yeah, we had fun. But growing up was kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Because it was like you had family there, but you still fent for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that created a need in me that I had to, like, keep going. Like, I had to get it myself. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It created something that was not supposed to be created in the kid.
Yeah.
That you gotta go and get it. If you don't get it, ain't nobody gonna give it to you.
Yeah. For me, it was more so like and the foster, growing up in a foster system. You know what I mean? Going to a new school, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I was telling somebody the other day, like, I had Payless. You know what I mean?
I don't even think they know what that is.
Yeah, Payless. Payless was like the cheapest thing you can get a kid from school, but like I was telling somebody else, like, kids are harsh. Whether it be back then or today's kids. Today's kids might be worse, but the kids are harsh. They'll let you know that you poor. They'll let you know that you poor. Even if you got too much nice stuff, they still gonna let you know. Oh yeah, you think you're better than us,
right?
You know what I mean? So, so that need and hunger, I could definitely relate to that. Yeah, because it makes you wanna. Man, it won't be me.
It won't be me. I won't be the one you talking about. No, sir.
Yeah.
Gotta go get it, man.
So how was those teenage years for you?
My teenage years was a little different because we actually moved out of Lincoln Heights. I want to say 1991 because my aunt had passed. So I went and lived with my uncle. So my teenage years, I grew up in church.
We're gonna spend the block on that. Church.
Yeah, no doubt. But see, that's the thing, because that was my teenage years.
Yeah.
But even though I grew up in church, my mindset wasn't it. My mindset was still, I'm going to church to see the girl. I'm going to church to see my friends.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to church for nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about any other thing but who gonna be there tonight. I used to call them and see if they gonna be there tonight. You know what I mean? Like, so, growing up then, but he did, like, give me that male role model that I needed in my life. So, he pushed me to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still, like, I got in school, I ain't do no work. But he pushed me to go to school. He pushed me to do the things right. He pushed me to just be a man, to grow up. So, you know what I'm saying? For that, I appreciate him most definitely for that, love him for that. And it created, a new will.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be better at being this person, being a better man, responsibilities you have and all of that stuff. So, when even though it seemed like it might sound bad, but it was a good thing that when my aunt passed, I moved with my uncle, because that was the only male figure in my life at that time. So
what was Pops at?
Pops never around, man. Sorry to say, man. He was missing in action.
Yeah.
From April 26, 1977, he was missing in action.
Man,
ever since. But I'm not. I even met him. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at him. I told him, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because of what you did was you helped me. Because if you wasn't gonna be the man that I needed in my life, I'm glad you got out of the way.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So to a lot of kids that's growing up without their father, don't hate him. Because the choices he made only gonna make you better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't look back at him and be like, oh, he a deadbeat, he trashed this, that, and the third. He helping you. Because he you know what I'm saying, he leaving the space open for another man to step in and be a man for you. So I told him I ain't mad at you,
I take a lot of character though. I take a lot of character. Because some people grow up with the resentment.
Oh yeah, yes.
The resentment. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Especially in our girls. Now girls, I think it might be more prominent, a little bit more worse because they don't have the guidance.
And that's really sad because the women need men.
Yeah.
The man in their life.
Yeah.
Because this is why they grow up chasing what they want.
Yeah.
Or what they need
think they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the father, they chase it in another man and throw their life away a lot. And don't get me wrong, not just women without fathers do that. Women with fathers
do that too.
So it's like even sometimes you there as a dad, even though you're there. I was telling my man, you're not there.
Yeah.
You know, say you there. You come home every day, but you ain't there.
Yeah.
They don't see you as that person who showing them how to just be that person, tie their shoes and the little things. You know what I mean? Like, hey, come on over here while I work on this right here.
Yeah.
It's the little things that create the bond between a son and a father and a daughter. You have to create that. If you don't, man, you messing them up, man.
Yeah.
You messing them up.
Yeah. So, I mean, expound on fatherhood, man. I know you got a little one of your own. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't peachy.
Oh, no.
Everything wasn't peachy, but
me?
we learned, though.
Oh, man, me?
Well, get into it, bro.
Yeah.
Get into it. It's okay now.
I messed up. You know what I mean?
It's a safe place, bro.
Oh, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, but me, I messed up. I had my two daughters young, man. And don't get me wrong, that's not an issue, but it wasn't the fact that I had them young. It was the fact that I was young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't know how to be a father then. You know, even being there, like I said, even though you being there, not meaning you being the father there.
Yeah.
And I was that person. So that's why I could speak on it.
Yeah.
And understand like where the dude's at in that point. But it's a time where, you jump out of that. But just being a young man growing up, trying to raise kids and really don't even know how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing. And I talked to my daughters. I apologized to them about that and everything. You know what I mean? Like, because from what I did or what I didn't do shaped their life.
It goes back to what you just said about the father not being there.
Exactly.
But you did now.
I'm there now.
They got a lot of life to live.
I made some choices, man. I ended up when they was 4 and 5, got locked up 25.
So we're just gonna get into that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes these are milestones and hurdles we gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? We don't get good character just by waking up.
No.
It's things that mold our character.
Facts.
That we gotta go through.
That is the truth.
To transform us to what we are. We ain't the finished product just yet. You know what I'm saying? We better than what we were yesterday.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
So let's go in this time machine back to 2003, man. 2003, what happened, man?
2003 is when my whole life flipped. I got locked up 25 years. Everything in my life was destroyed. Everything was taken from me. Everything that I thought that was good was gone. they ain't play no games. Like, I'm 26 years old. Life is over with.
You was in the feds or the state?
I went to the feds.
That's big boy talk.
Yeah, straight to the feds, straight to the pen. It was nothing nice. I'm gonna tell you though, man. But one thing.
My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. What was your sentencing guidelines? What was those?
I got 300 months. 300 months. It wasn't no. Well, maybe we can give him this.
Yeah.
It was 300 months. He wanted to give me more.
Yeah.
But they didn't allow him to go
yeah.
higher
yeah.
than that. So.
Yeah. One thing about the feds though, they go by the month system.
Yes. 300 months.
They don't go years or you say 300 months. you say 300 months, you already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And some people
and being young and being not I'm gonna say adolescent, but just being young minded at that time. You know, when he said 300 months, I knew it was a lot of time.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how much it was, so I got it back and counted it. I was like,
everybody. I say, man, how much you get? Man, I got 800 months. I said, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got appeals.
Yes.
But it's no
guarantee.
No guarantee.
No.
Not in the feds anyway.
No. And that's what I was gonna say about the feds, man. Like, I ain't gonna say this is the only way that a man can grow up, but that is one of the ways.
Yeah, it's going to do either two things. It's going to help you grow up or make you worse than what you are.
Yes.
Or make you a better criminal.
Yes. So that was when I say, that's why I say I didn't say my world was destroyed. I say it was flipped because that's when I transformed into a different man, a different mindset, a different growth. Being in there, you ain't got no options but to grow up, because the men in there, they ain't about to baby nobody. They ain't got no kids in jail. They ain't taking care of nobody. So you better learn to take care of yourself.
Well, they'll take care of you.
Not the way you want
to. They're gonna be the way you want to.
Facts.
For sure. Yeah, man. But man, sometimes I see people go into prison and they come back. Some people don't come back mentally. No. You know what I'm saying? How did you keep your sanity? How did you keep yourself from becoming a monster? Some people become monsters.
Yes.
You know?
With me, it was more that I had to get out there for my daughters. And the thing about it, me saying get out there for my daughters, that wasn't even I didn't even see that door, because I was supposed to come home when I was 51. Yeah.
How young are you now?
45. 45 young.
30 years old. That's fine, man. 51, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing, bro.
Yeah. So that's how I kept my sanity though, like, keeping in contact with them, and my mom, my brother, keeping in contact with them. But I kept the two separate, because in prison you can't live on the streets. Your mind can't be living on the streets and being in jail.
It's a joke I tell. It's a joke I tell to the little homies, right? I said, man, if you get over 10 years, I said, you doing all this goofy stuff out here in the street. That girl you got, I said, bro, you can kiss that goodbye. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a killer. You want to be hard. You're so quick to go grab a strap. I said, bro, everything you love is going to be gone, and you won't have no guns in it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Everything personal.
Everything's personal, and I try to tell them. Even myself, I catch myself, like, if I'm about to go off the deep end, I look around and I observe my surroundings. I say, man, 10 of these people gonna snitch on me. Right. All of them gonna write statements, and I'm going down. Ain't none of them gonna send me commissary. No. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. So I be like, sometimes you gotta back out and be like, you know what, you got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let this one go. Right. You know what I mean? Because I got, like you said, we got kids. Yeah. We got family. We got
other people.
People depend on us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you gotta think about before you. At the blink of an eye, your life can be changed. You know.
Facts. And that's one thing that jail does, man. Jail will, once you get to a point of growth, and understanding. My man used to call it. He used to call it GD, growth and development.
Oh, okay. I think you're talking about the gangsters.
No. He used to call it, man, I got to my GD.
Yeah.
I was like, what you mean you got to your GD? He's like, I got to my growth and my development. I said, oh,
yeah,
okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Because you grow up and you develop this new person who he's, well, actually he's not even new. It's the person you should have been before you got in. But you develop this new person, and you see a whole different world now. Everything is different. Like your actions, your reactions. Like you were just saying, like sometimes you got to look at the surrounding and see if it's beneficial for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what jail do, man. This is why a lot of dudes come home from jail and they be the humblest dudes you ever been around, because they been through so much that they don't need to do nothing else. They don't need to do nothing else, and they don't want to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, I tell dudes all the time, don't send me back.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, make that your personal thing. Don't send me back, bruh. I don't want to go back.
So what about God in that? Did you seek him? Did you find him?
That's a funny thing. I tell wife this all the time, but when I was in jail, religion wasn't even a focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I did was I studied every religion. And what I learned from myself was that, oh man, you know what? God is in all the religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just call them different names. But, you know, that's not, I found out that's not the truth either. But you because your mind, like, well, I don't need a religion to function. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own God. And that's how my mind was.
Yeah.
I'm my own God. I control what happens to me, what happens to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I control that. And that's the mindset that I had with religion. So me and religion in jail, it didn't even mix. It was like oil and water. I'm not gonna say I didn't like the religion people, but I didn't, attend those services and none of that stuff.
You know, one thing I noticed about prison, right? I was Muslim in prison, and you're in the Fed, so you know what that means. They classify
it's a game.
This is a game. So, you know what I mean? It's imagine you praying, you making your salat, however many times a day you do it, but you gotta have somebody stand watch, just in case
somebody run up on you.
Okay. If they run up on you while you praying, you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see it coming. You know what I mean? And that's a crazy thing, because when I got back on the street, people was acting like it was a game. You know what I mean? I'm like, man. I remember the last day I was, I think it was like the last week before I went home, before I was done with all. Mm-hmm. It was a big gang fight.
Right.
It was Muslims versus like the BGF. It's like a Baltimore gang.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know them.
Man. I say, man, this is crazy. I said, my time about to get ran up. I got 2 weeks left. I'm about to get 2 years for assault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you gotta go. It ain't no, I ain't sit this one out.
Yeah.
Because quickly
you got no choice.
You got no choice.
You have
man.
no choice.
And that's crazy, man. Our religion turned into a gang in prison. You know.
We done had our situations with all different types of. I done had my situation with all different types of cliques up there. You know, the Muslims, the Bloods, the Crips, and all of the Spanish people and all that stuff. Bro. They a lot.
Them boys.
They a lot.
Yeah, y'all want to be gangsters. Though. So, when you came home from doing all that time, how much time did you do?
10 years. 10 years waiting for appeal. That, I really wasn't. I was in a law library, but I wasn't fighting it as much as my lawyer was.
So you had a good lawyer, or you had a public pretender?
No, I had a good lawyer.
Okay.
Lawyer.
So what you do? What was his first steps? Because they say re-entry is some of the hardest things to do.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, so what happened was, I We won our appeal. After 10 years, they sent me back to the jail for a remand.
What is a remand for people that don't know?
I'm sorry. For a remand meaning you go back in front of the judge and they set a new court date so that where they can either retry you again and we go from there and go from there. No, they can't give you no more.
Okay.
They can only give you, you can only finish out whatever you had, or what I'm saying. So that's why I wasn't worried. Yeah. I'm like, either you're gonna give me what I was gonna do anyway because I'm already doing it, or you're gonna let me go.
Yeah.
Or drop some of the time down. So when I get back, I'm sitting in the jail. I'm waiting. They set my court date in September. So I was there for about 10 months in the jail waiting. And you do not want to sit on the jail, bro. The jail terrible. I was so mad.
Anybody in jail, they be like, man, hurry up and send me to prison. If I got some time,
send me to the feds.
Send me to the feds so I can go get on the computer, watch some TV,
get in the yard,
yeah,
all that.
Jail's worse, but go ahead, continue.
So it was probably like 9 o'clock, almost like close to 9 o'clock, and a man come to me like, bro, they calling you to pack up. Now, in the jail, they play around a lot. They would tell you go get your stuff and bring it to the bubble. And you just be sitting in the bubble with all your stuff packed up, looking stupid. So I'm like, man, whatever, man, go away. So they come back again, like, bro, they calling your name. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I waited by like 20 minutes after that. I go to the CO, CO come to me. You is calling you? Like, calling me for what? You gotta go down to R&D.
In your mind, I still got a lot of time.
I still got a lot. Listen, in my mind, I'm still waiting to go to trial.
Yeah, I got a whole lot of time, man. What are y'all calling me for?
What are you calling me for?
And who are you yelling at? Because we don't play this.
So they like, nah, pack up, man. Yeah. For real, they tell you, come on. So I'm like, all right. So I leave all my stuff to my man, just in case. Here, take this. I'm supposed to go down. Get down to R&D. They dress me up, rush me out the door, get to the gate. I'm looking at the dude at the tower. And I'm like, he ain't about to open the gate. They about to shoot me.
I got 20 years left.
I got 15 years left. I'm like, man, that gate opened up. Bro, when that gate opened up, I swear I was like Usain Bolt. I ran out that thing so fast. I ran up on 2 white people like, excuse me, can I use your phone? Luckily, they worked in the court system, so they was like used to people coming out right there. Let me use my phone, use their phone. My brother was like literally around the corner, coming to pick me up. Everybody knew I was getting released, but me. Everybody knew I was getting released except for me. So when I get in the car,
that's crazy.
I don't know they know I'm supposed to be released. I didn't even know why he was around the corner yet. So I get in the car and I get in the back seat and I duck. He like, what you ducking for? I said, man, drive. He like, ain't nobody tell you nothing? I'm like,
tell me what?
Tell me what? He like, bro, you won your case. They just the case. I was like, real? Man, I got out the car, man. I'm dancing in the street and everything. So I ain't get a chance to dance in the jail. I danced in the street.
Man,
I was so happy, bro. But I tell you, the one thing that really got to me was when I got to the house, I was able to come back out without a wall around. I looked up in the sky without a tower. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, I ain't leave the house for like 3 weeks.
I wouldn't have needed.
I ain't leave the house. I was in the house. They like, people calling me, you coming out? Nah. Nah, I'm just going to enjoy this right now because I don't know if it's real. I still got this.
Yeah, I wait for myself to wake up.
Yes.
Because you know you had them dreams in there. You be like, don't wake me out my sleep. You be having movies.
I didn't want to go nowhere, bro.
They be like, child.
Yeah,
like, man, why y'all wake me up? I felt like I was outside, but you really was outside.
I really was outside, bro.
Yeah, man. That was a blessing.
Yeah, man.
Did you thank God?
Oh, did I?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
The same. You talking about the same one
that I didn't believe in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God is good, right?
God is good.
God is good, right?
No question. I thank them, man. I thank them crazy, but I still wasn't following.
Exactly.
You still wasn't following,
exactly. But I know, bro. Let's fast forward, man. We're gonna fast forward real far.
Okay.
November 10th,
Ooh.
2018. God spanks you again. He's like, man, listen, man.
The accident. Yes. Like to this day, I still don't remember like what happened. I couldn't give you details on none of that. But what I can give you details is that, when it all went down, this is when, I had a wake up call with God.
Let me tell you where I was at real quick.
Okay.
I was in the bed, right? Right? I was in the bed. I was knocked out of sleep. They said, man, Mike got in an accident. I was like, what? And my man like, not Aaron, man. Like, what? Most responsible one out of all of us. What are you talking about? Like, man, Mike got in an accident, bro. KK called me. That's one of our friends. Everybody started calling. I'm like, bro, nah, bro, you tripping, bro. So anything after that was a blur.
Right.
It was like a blur. I was like, what? You know what I mean? It was a blur. But go ahead and continue with before I get to getting all emotional. And stuff like that.
Well, no, that's okay. So that's when that's when I had my encounter with God, and I was out for 2 weeks. I was completely out of it for 2 weeks. People were saying they was coming up there to see him and everything. I was completely out for 2 weeks, and before I woke up, he spoke to me. He was like, "There's no more chances."
What do you mean by out? Cause
unconscious.
So you redline?
Yeah. Oh man.
How many times?
I went 6 times, man. I met death 6 times.
6 times. This is Iron Man right here.
6 times I met death. And
and
the crazy part is I didn't know none of this until I woke up. So all this time, honestly, if I would have never woke up, I'd have thought I was still in my room. In the house. I didn't even know I went out that night. Like, I couldn't tell you what happened from the time I got off work to the next day. Couldn't tell you.
What did God tell you about that last chance?
He told me, man, he said, there's no more chances after this. Either you get it right now, or you don't get it right at all. And when I woke up, the first person I seen was Chantel. She was out of bed.
That's your wife, man.
That's my wife. She was
beautiful,
out of bed.
Strong woman, man.
Yeah, she is, man. Yeah, she real tough, man.
She love you though, boy. She love you, man.
I don't know why.
Cause you chocolate.
Sexy chocolate.
That could be it. That could be it.
She love you, man.
But she was the first person I seen when I woke up. The crazy thing, first thing I asked her 2 things. Once I seen her, I said, "With my car." Well, I ain't even asked why I was in the hospital yet. First thing I asked was, "With my car," and then I said, "With my vest."
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You doing your club best.
This
is the first time I'm hearing this, bro.
Bruh, she said, "So you want to know where your car at and your vest? You don't want to know why you in the hospital?" I said, "Oh yeah, why I'm in the hospital?" She's like, "You had a car accident," and that's when I was like, "Real." And my brother, when I talked to my brother, he was the one that told me, all the extra details. My brother, he's like an inspector, man. He told me all the other extra details. And that's when I found out my friend passed. Hurtful thing, man. But I say that God does things for a reason. You know what I mean? People don't understand why some people pass. Some people, God take them because this might be that time. If I don't take them now, then they won't make it to heaven. So I'm not looking at it as like, a hurtful thing. I mean, a sad thing that she's gone, because she might not have made it to heaven if she didn't go that day. And I learned all of this, after I woke up, after learning who Christ is, and after learning who and why he do the things he do. When you learn that, then you have a better understanding of death, because it's really not a bad thing. I mean, it's a hurtful thing because you lose someone you love, but it's not a bad thing, especially when you know they changed their life. When you know that they look at life a different way. So you kind of like, you hurt, but you understand, and I understand. So, but it hurt though. It hurt real bad, brother. Like, and then I was like, you know, I'm a protector, and I couldn't protect. Yeah. So that was a rough thing to hear when I came to, and I couldn't move. I broke my spine in 2 places. They had to reconstruct my face. My arm broke, and my heart stopped. And fluid filled all on my blood. They had to stick these tubes, bro. I had tubes all in me when I woke up.
I remember. I seen you, bro. I seen you. I remember they called us in. They finally let us see you. I was like, man, you was. It's almost like you was like a baby almost. You know, you couldn't breathe on your own. You couldn't do nothing on your own. It's like, damn, this is one of the strongest dudes I know. You know what I mean? And I don't get emotional. Right, I don't cry about nothing. But that got me.
Oh man, stop.
That got me. I don't cry about nothing. You know what I mean? And then one of the most beautiful things was family, bro. Family surrounded you. Yeah. Chantel, oh my God, that woman love you, boy. You know.
Yeah, she had a rough day. She still be having times like, where you going? What you doing?
It's understandable, bro. It's understandable, bro.
Yeah.
Your mom, you know, everybody, but one time, I think it was during your recovery, right? I think you just started coming back outside. Okay. And if y'all didn't know, Mike is my daughter's godfather, right? Mike is my daughter's godfather, Zuri's godfather. And the first time he held her, Mike was he's back beefy now. This is how he was before the accident. But during his recovery, he had lost a lot of weight. You know what I mean? He was just getting his strength back. But the first time he held Zuri, I was like, wow.
I was loving it.
Yeah.
I still got the picture. I was like, man, this is the first time I held her.
Yeah.
Because when she was born, she had came home, and right then I had the accident.
Yeah.
So I never really got a chance to.
Never got a chance.
Nope.
Yeah, but God is good, bro.
Yeah.
God is good. And
I went sitting in the hospital, bro. I tell you, man. The doctor's like, you moving too fast. I'm like, I gotta get out of this bed. I can't do this, laying down all day long, having somebody come and clean you. Listen, I'm not used to this, doc. I said, when can I start walking? No, you can't use your legs. That every day they come in there tapping on my legs, see if I can feel it. And I asked them, like, why y'all keep hitting my feet? You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, I felt it the first time. Well, you know, you broke your spine in 2 places. We got to make sure that you're not paralyzed. They didn't understand why I wasn't paralyzed and whatnot. But then when I did get a chance to get up and walk, they let me stand up, and the mirror was by the bed.
The mirror?
It was a mirror. So when I got up, it was the sink in the mirror right there, and I looked in the mirror, bruh, and I started laughing. Chantel, like, why you laughing? I said, go ahead, tell the truth. Somebody beat me up. Yo, I swear my eyes is all black. I'm like, Puffy, I'm like, mouth all big. I'm like, if somebody beat me up, just go ahead and tell me. I ain't had to tell me I went to accident.
What's the episode of Martin?
I was like, bruh, this is crazy.
Like, Gina.
But I tell you though, man, God is amazing, man.
Oh, man.
To be able to walk today and be able to talk, you know what I'm saying? That's a miracle in itself. So, it's like nobody can tell me that he ain't real. You know what I mean? So
So now we're gonna go back to that time you was in prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about God now?
Oh, it's a whole different. If you would get me back into prison, I'd be in that joint. I'd be one of them dudes walking around with a Bible all day trying to bless people. Like follow him, trust me, follow him.
So with that adversity and that opposition in your life, you overcame. Well, some people don't even make it out of the first situation. You made it out of two situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a testament to how good
Yeah.
God is, and another thing, how valuable and how much of a blessing it is to have a strong woman by your side.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you, man. When God made Adam and he created Eve, that wasn't on accident.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was a purpose behind her having a part of him to be connected. So whenever you get that connection or that connected person, that person that's supposed to be connected to you, right? You ain't gonna do nothing but feel like there's nothing that could tear that apart. There's nothing that could tear that apart. I don't care what you go through, how many arguments you have, because you're gonna argue. You're different species, period.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're different types. So you're gonna argue, but at the end of the day, when you got that strong, connection with that person that's supposed to be there. And I say that, because every woman is not supposed to be, for every man. It's not there. That's why when you get that one that's supposed to be there, you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know.
You don't want to fight. You don't want to quit. I know Chantel Chantel is mean. Nah, I'm just joking. She's a sweetheart, man. I'm so happy that they found each other, man. You know what I mean? I didn't know Chantel before the whole accident, but just seeing how seeing how she brought my boy back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She loved you back to health.
Right.
Other than the power of God, but man.
Yeah.
And then you get married, bro. And then you get married. It's only right.
That
was the best man.
And that was the best man.
And then you get married.
Yeah.
It's only right, bro.
Yeah.
It's only right, man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't put a female through trials and tribulations for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't waste your own time, because if you're wasting her time, you're wasting your time too. So it was only God given that was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Once we went through these rough times, it can't get no rougher than that.
It can't get no rougher than that. You ain't lying.
Yeah, it can't get no rougher than that. So why not?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Do you think that's one of the best decisions you ever made?
Oh yeah, no doubt. It was one of the responsible, decisions I made, because there's a lot of things I ain't do that was that was smart. But this one here, man, this one was a life changer. This one was some people get married for benefits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say there's no benefit, but that wasn't
your push.
Yeah, it wasn't the push at all. Like whatever you bring, I don't want anything from you but just you. That's it. Like,
anything else is
yeah. We can be broke as long as we together. We good.
That sounds good.
It's true though. I'm trying to tell you,
good.
Because one thing for sure, bro, you gonna always make it. You're gonna always make it. Like when I say broke, I don't mean like no money whatsoever, but I'm talking about like you ain't.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like
if you ain't, you can't be broken spirit,
right?
You gotta be.
Sounds good.
Nah, it do, man. But like you said, if she's for you,
y'all gonna
that won't even be a case. You know what I mean?
Because you're always gonna get out of it.
Yeah, are in love, and you have problems in the bedroom in your relationship. We got something for you. Win in love.
Win, WIN, in love.
Tell me about Win in Love.
Win in Love was created. I wouldn't say on accident, but there was a time where we were helping like other friends and stuff, and we was like, yo, yo, listen, we can create these date night boxes where it will help them get to a point where they can start showing their love and affection for each other. And that was one of our ideas for doing it was just to create a better atmosphere on a special night for them. So that's why we created When in Love. I mean, it's doing all right. It's not doing what we want, but it's a business. So business don't grow all night.
Somebody, if you can get a when you order from When in Love, what do you get? Like, what's some of the things you can get?
So we have like different types of boxes. One of my favorite boxes is the massage kit. Oh yeah, you get a massager. We got this special oil,
super spicy,
roses, candles,
super spicy.
And then we throw in these dice, man, and it's the couples dice.
Yeah, we know about the couples dice.
Bought some games and stuff like that. That's just one of the boxes. Then we got boxes where you got we do a s'mores box. We do where you sit out on your porch or wherever. We have a s'mores kit for you and all that, and a movie. You get a movie, popcorn, all that stuff.
So you actually pick a movie out.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Then we have a cook night, like a dinner night. So we give a recipe, we give aprons, we give wine glasses, and all types of things in that box. So each box has a different thing to it, has a different theme to it. We try to make sure that we don't give everybody the same thing.
Okay.
We try to keep mixing it up. If you was to subscribe to it, it's a 3 months subscription, and then 3 months, and every month you get a new box.
What can they subscribe it if they want?
So you go to winandlove.company.com. We got websites. We got
the link is going to be in the bio. If
Yeah.
you're interested, I'm going to put the link in the bio.
We got FaceTime. I mean, FaceTime. I say FaceTime. Facebook and Instagram. So
What's your Facebook and Instagram?
you gonna give me the line? Okay. Instagram is win_love_ win_in_love. It's gonna be in the bio.
I'm gonna find out the right one and put it in the bio, man.
But yeah, that's just one of the businesses that we started. The other one is that we do a contracting service where we come through remodeling homes, kitchens,
So
bathrooms.
this is another business.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call that one Buying Them in Longus. We mixed in with her parents and her sister, and we done did a couple of properties already where we remodeled basements. We did a kitchen. I'm doing my walk-in closet
Okay.
right now.
Do y'all got any? Is it Instagram for that or website
No,
for that?
not for that yet.
Coming soon?
Coming soon though. Yes,
Coming soon. But yeah, he's the ultimate handyman. Ultimate handyman.
I can do some things.
A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. What else you got going on, man?
So unlike just like you, I also have my own podcast as well, man.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah, man. It's with my friend, my brother,
Trent, Mr. Trent.
Christian. We call him TC on the podcast. Men Talk 2. I love it. It's great.
It gets deep.
We try to.
It gets deep.
It's a great joint, man. You can go look us up. We have
everywhere.
Yeah,
on
Men
every
Talk 2.
platform, everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like they listening to them gave me motivation to start mine.
Oh man,
I wish they bring it back. You know what I mean? Trent, I wish they bring it back.
We have ideas to bring it
Yeah.
back. We got some stuff in the cut that we just sitting on.
Yeah, man. But Men Talk 2. Link is gonna be in the bio.
Yeah.
How you know what I'm saying, go stream all the episodes.
Please.
They got some heat, man. They got some heat. I remember being on the highway listening to them when they went live. I was like, man, they got some heat. I'm like, yeah, Trent. And I'm like, no, go ahead, Mike. Yeah, Mike. You wrong about that one, but it's good, man. It's gonna give you unbiased views to a lot of things you might occur in your normal life, man. Yeah. But man, it was a blessing having you, bro.
Man, I appreciate the invite, man. It was good, man. I love it. I love
your story, man. I love your family. I love you.
Like you too,
my baby girl's godfather. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no
That's
doubt.
Black Soil Podcast. We out. Peace.